What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We have our girls, Lucretia and Tony Allen, and today's subject is, how did you find your purpose? Now, on one side, we have an awesome author. She's up for awards and all that other good stuff. She's published for books. Now, tell the people about the award you're about to win. We'll go ahead and claim it.
It is the Steeple Award in the category of playwright / author of the year. So, of course, I'm the author of the year.
And you know, and your shirt says, I'm slightly correcting your grammar.
I'm silently correcting your grammar, because when people talk and they get stuff wrong, in my mind, I'm like, okay, they got that all the way wrong, but that's okay. That's the editor in me.
Look, I can't read. It actually says silently, and I'm like, slightly.
Don't worry, boss man. I'm silently correcting your grammar too. Every time you said slightly, I was like silently, but I didn't say that.
Silently. That's all right. Now we have at the bottom of this beautiful deal, we have the world's greatest event planner extraordinaire, and tell them about Tony. How did you know that this was for you? That event planning was your deal?
You know, I have really been planning events since I was a little girl. I started off at the church with my grandmother. You know how the old church, like the real church, where they used to have, you know, the pastor anniversary and you eat after church and you have to cook and all that other stuff. And somebody have to go back there and set it up before the service is over. You
were the person who kept out and left about 15, 20 minutes early.
Right. You know, you hold your finger up and you tip on out. That was me.
That was you.
That was me. So that's how I really started off, just doing stuff like with my grandmother and at the church, you know, just kind of setting up. I got to set the tables and make sure that, you know, the little tablecloths was on there straight and the forks was all going the same way and the chairs were straight. And then eventually I actually planned a wedding when I was about 12. My great grandmother got married, so I had to help her plan her wedding. So I really enjoyed it. So then I kind of, you know, started off doing some other little stuff like helping with my sister's birthday and then helping at school. Then it ended up helping at work. And then, you know, you turn into the office planner for the events, planning everything at work. And, you know, I was in the military for 12 years. So I started planning stuff in the military. Then
you doing military balls? Were you doing military balls? See.
I was doing balls. I was doing the change of command ceremonies for MEDAC. Because, you know, I'm really a nurse.
So when did you know that there was something there that you could grow and turn into a huge business?
I think you really know it becomes like really solid in your face when people start recognizing your talents and events. When people are saying, you know, you really need to do something with this. This is nice. Like, you really need to, you know, why are you not charging for this? You're doing this for free? Like, you need to do something with this talent that you have. And so that's when you really start taking notice and you're like, maybe I should not be planning this wedding for free. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So then that's when you really start saying, maybe I can put this into something because I enjoy it. The reason that you do it for free and you don't mind doing it is because you love it. You have a passion for it. That's what you like to do. So it doesn't bother you to do it for free. It doesn't bother you at all. But if you can do it for a living, that just puts the icing on the cake because you get to do what you enjoy.
Now let me ask you this, Cree. When did you know you had the skill of writing?
I would always write different, like I would write poetry for different occasions, or like Tony in church, they would have different events coming up and, you know, the pastor's anniversary or something, and they want you to say something. And I noticed a lot of times the things that I would say, and I would write different plays when we would have like the Easter play or the Christmas play, and I would put all of those stories together. And I was like, I've got something here. As a teenager, I actually used to write songs. And so that's something we have in common. I don't sing anymore, but I mean, I wrote tons of songs. I even cut a demo at the age of 14. So so writing had always been a part of me, but then as I began to get older, I was a teen mom. And as a teen mom, I said, everybody wants to talk about what it's like to be a teenage mom, but nobody wants to ask the teenager. All the experts talk about what they think it is, and people say what they think it is, but nobody is saying it from that perspective. Right. So I actually started writing a book called Teenaged and Pregnant, a teenager story. But of course, self-esteem and all of that, I set it aside, but it's coming back in the form of a novel. Come on. Come on. But so I would do those different things. And then I noticed as I continued to get older, when I would talk to different people, they would tell me stuff like, you were just talking in general conversation, but what you said had a major impact on me. It was something I was praying about or something I was thinking about, and you didn't even realize just your words had answered the prayer I had prayed and things like that. So taking that and all the different ones I talked to, I began to put it in story form, not their particular stories, but, just looking at different people's lives. And that's when I began to write my first novel, Girl Nah. And the main character was a counselor for women. And so it dove into the people who she counseled lives. But, just like anybody else, her life wasn't perfect. You always look at, everybody goes to thinking your crooks because we know we can get something good, everybody's a wall from you, but who's pouring into you? And that's kind of what was going on with that main character. She had things going on within herself. Everybody thought she had it going on and had it together, but she had some things within herself that she needed help with. So I kind of pieced all those things together just from my experiences. And from that, I started to see the lives that it was impacting. I mean, I literally saw at book signings, people drop to their knees crying, saying, how the book had affected them and different things like that. And I was like, you know what, God, I have found my voice. I'm no longer this one's wife or this one's mother or this one's child. I'm me. I'm Lucretia. I'm the person you have called me to be. Now it's time for me to walk and use the voice that you have given me.
Hey,
I get loud when I get excited, y'all.
I mean, but that's how it goes because anytime you talk about God, you gotta get excited, especially when he's been working the way he's been working in our lives. So yeah, I get it. Trust me, I understand. Let me ask you this, Tony. Has it been smooth? Has the ride been smooth? Has it been easy? Has it been without its pitfalls and disappointments? Have you ever asked yourself, is it worth it?
All of the time. No, it has never. No, it hasn't. No, it does not start off smooth. It's going to be bumps along the way, even now. I gave up one time. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Like, just forget it.
Explain to me the situation that brought you there.
Starting off, you may not have clients. You may not be able to make a living. So, you resort to doing, either lowering your prices, trying to compete with other people in the same industry. You kind of do what you think that you're supposed to be doing to survive. And when that does not work for you, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing, but you just don't know that, you get discouraged, you get disappointed. You want to know, why do I not have any clients? Like, why is nobody booking me?
What was your longest drought, would you say, between not having people?
I think I went like a year and a half, and I would have one, and then I might have one, and then they cancel. I was like, oh no, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I just thought
you were really put through the fire.
I went through the fire. I went through, because I had quit my little job because I just knew it was gonna be everything. I just knew, they had souped me up. I was the best. I was like, I don't need this little government nursing job, so I'm just gonna terminate. Let me just give y'all my little notice and start my business. I was new to starting a business. All I knew was event planning, the actual working it, the process.
Right.
I didn't know anything about business, office, finances, paperwork, none of that. So I did what I thought was right. I had an office and I had some files and some cute little pencils and stuff. I just thought that was it. Nobody told me about, that LLC and that EIN that you're supposed to get. Nobody told me that, you need to go down there and you need a license. You need to file with the city and the state. You got to do both. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me you need to save every receipt. You're gonna have to file some taxes.
Are you a first generation entrepreneur?
I am. I am.
So you really had nobody to teach you or to lean on at all. So this was like the first time for everybody around you.
For everybody around me, and then the people that I knew. Sometimes people think that you're trying to get ahead of them, so they don't want to assist you. So when I did go to a few people, they were like, well, I don't know, somebody else did it for me, or, I don't know, I can't help you. So I was kind of on my own. So along the way, I have ran into some bumps and some bruises. I have lost money. I have, just didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how to market, didn't know how to get the clients. When I had the clients, didn't really know what to do with them. Now I know how to decorate and do your wedding, but I don't know how to give that client experience, that perfect, that experience that's going to keep you there and keep you coming back. I had to learn all of that, and it takes time. It does not happen overnight. I'm still learning that because it changes.
How long have you been doing this?
This has been going on 15 years now, and I'm still learning.
I'm learning
every day. Mm-hmm.
Now, and this is a question that'll be for the both of you. What would you tell your younger self if you had to go back in time and talk to your younger self? What advice would you give to your younger self starting out?
I would definitely tell my younger self, don't be afraid to try and take your eyes off of people. Definitely. Don't worry about what you think other people's opinions will be, because had I not done that, I would have had books at the age of 17 rather than when I did have them. Instead of 30, it would have been 17. Right. I would be so much further if I had told myself, it's okay to try. It's okay to step out on faith. Mm-hmm. You don't have to settle for what's convenient, what's comfortable, but be willing to take those risks. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. You got it. You got it. Right. And trust that. And be willing to step out and know that you're worthy. You're worth it, and you're worthy. Right. And you deserve it just as much as anyone else does.
Right. Definitely.
Wow. Well, what would you tell yourself, Tony?
I don't know. Same signs I would tell myself. For one, research what you want to do. Try to get some education on it if you want to do. Get some mentors. Go to the SBA, Small Business Association. Try to learn what you can so that you can be educated on your trade, on what you're trying to do. But like Cree was saying, don't be afraid to step out there, because if you step out there and fail, at least you tried. At least you know what you were trying to do, because God has put in you everything that you need. You just need to walk in it. You just don't be scared, and you just need to get out there and do it. And if you do that, I promise you that He will take you where you're supposed to be. I will also say, don't compete with people. Don't try to
compete with people. Why not compete with people? Why not look at what your neighbor is doing?
Because you're not your neighbor. You have your own life to lead. You have your own trail to follow. You cannot live their life. You can't do what they do. Even if you're in the same industry, it doesn't work like that. You have to walk your own walk, let them walk their walk. Because when you start looking over here, that's when you get off your trail. That's when you start going in different places. You're all over here when you should be walking this straight line. This is your path right here. I can't walk Lucretia Road because I don't know how to do that. I can't worry about what she's doing. Even if I was the author, I don't want to know what she's doing because that's not for me. What for me is right here in front of me, and that's what I need to stay on. I need to stay on that path.
When did you know you made it?
You know, I still don't know, really. I can't really say that, but I know that I'm in a much better place. I can say that.
Okay, wait. Stop. Hold on. You did a show, you did an event for me that featured who?
Kandi
Besides
Burruss.
myself. Kandi, I'm sorry, who?
Kandi Burruss.
Okay, and she has this little old show that's on Bravo that brings in 3 million viewers every Sunday. And you just said within yourself and have the audacity to tell us you don't know. You still don't know.
But let me explain. Let me explain. The reason I say that is because, you know, we're always striving to do better. We're always trying to push ourselves. What I was trying to say was I know that I am so far from where I used to be that like I can't even compare. Like it doesn't even, like I can't even look back and see where I used to be. Like I don't even know where that was in comparison to where I am now.
Right. Let me say this. You've made it, but you have to start saying that you've made it. You see what I'm saying? You have to put yourself in that spot versus always chasing that spot. And a lot of times that's what we do. Sometimes we don't realize what our position is, even if somebody else tells us that. But you have to solidify your own position. It doesn't matter who tells you where you are. You solidify you by placing yourself and basically saying, okay, this is where I'm at. It's kind of like, say, for instance, if you're a millionaire, but when somebody says, how does it feel to be a millionaire? And you'll be like, well, I don't know. Your numbers are showing that you are. All of the numbers and everything leading toward that tells you this is where you are, but you're still denying where you are. So there's kind of like a conflict in the kingdom of God in a sense of, okay, I'm trying to put you here, but you keep denying where you are.
Oh, wow. What an aha moment.
So how can I bless you in a place that you refuse to settle in, to sit in, to claim as your spot?
That's awesome.
I know, right?
That's awesome. Wow.
That's why it's so important that you have to claim your spot and claim your territory. Because if you don't, the person who's in your same realm, that's in your same profession, when they claim it, they have the opportunity of taking your spot.
No, I can't have that. I can't have that.
Yeah, all because you refuse to claim your spot, your lot in life.
Okay, ask me again.
Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. You ready?
I'm ready now.
So when did you know that you had made it? When you became the best event planner the best event planner on the planet. When did you know that?
I knew that I had made it when I moved from Columbus, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia. And my very first big event here was with you. And the celebrities were Kandi Burruss, Rodney Perry, and Monyetta Shaw. That's when I knew.
I'm sorry. Hold on. And Rodney Perry had done a Madea movie. He was the co-host of the Monique Show. Monyetta Shaw also starred in Atlanta Exes, which was a VH1 television show. So you basically orchestrated an event that had 4 awesome personalities, and you still don't know if you made it yet. God bless you.
No. Yeah. See, we thought we were starting over. See how he do the
Did you see me lean forward, then lean back?
I saw that.
Like, yeah.
Don't get to lean on me. Don't lean on me.
Yeah, I'm giving it to you. So, Cree, let me ask you this, and this will be the last question. Let me ask you this. So, what's next for you? What's next?
What's next?
What's next for you?
Well, first and foremost, I'm looking forward to walking the red carpet.
Come on
March 19th when I get ready to accept my Steeple Award.
That's what I'm talking about. See that claim that she's like when I accept my Steeple Award.
Right.
That's right. Right. You got her acceptance speech ready. Right. And you're supposed to. So let me ask you this, Tony. What's next for you? What's next on the radar for you?
Oh wow, bigger and better events. You know, we're about to go all over the country.
Yes. That's what they say we do.
That's what I heard. That's the word on the streets. Now that's the
word on the streets.
So
yeah.
Next month is about to be hot and heavy between Dallas, Chicago, zip lining,
all the majors, and we're gonna get every single the fourth annual
workout weekend.
That's what I'm talking about. The workout weekend, and we're traveling again. We're traveling around the country, doing makeovers, giving away $1,000 all over the country, which will eventually lead to us doing this all around the world. So it's awesome. So, ladies, thank you once again. Look, we'll be back again next week as we blab, and we blab and we bless all at the same time.
Awesome.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I want to tell all your viewers to please go to thesteepleawards.com.
Come on.
Click on vote here and vote for Lucretia Angel for the Playwright Author of the Year category. Please.
We're trying to bring awards back to Brick House Nation. So y'all make sure you click on Lucretia and vote for it so we can bring the award home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's up. Look, we gonna do this again next week. So to the people that's hanging out with us, thank you for hanging, and we'll be back next week. Big girl.
Bye, y'all.
Big girl.